6 months ago, I installed the world's first smart hybrid home backup battery system right here on my best friend Brett's house. But the problem is Brett maxes out his batteries every single day, so he needs an extra one, so I brought this. But the real question is, did the batteries themselves actually save Brett money? Let's find out. Now, Brett already had solar installed on his house, so really we were just adding this battery system to the home. So the real question that we're answering today is, what did adding the batteries onto this house actually change for him? So thank you to Anker for partnering with us on this video. If you'd like to check this out for yourself, the information is in the link in the description. But for now, it's really windy up here on this steep roof. I gotta get out of here. So you can tell it was 6 months ago because look at this tree. I didn't even know it was here because last time we were here, it was in December and January installing this, and it was much colder. Now it's the heat of the summer, but we installed this Anker SOLIX E10. One of the beautiful things about it is that it's expandable. So this is a new battery. We have two on here right now. Imagine with the battery system that you might have at your house right now, if you wanted to just add one more, you're calling an electrician, you're ordering this giant battery that costs a lot of money. Well, these batteries are a little smaller. They're 6 kilowatt hours. So I don't have to put in an entire new system. I don't need to call an electrician. I've got this 6 kilowatt system. I don't have to talk to the city and get a permit. And we're gonna have to test that out because I'm definitely not very handy. And the fact that I need to put this into there scares me a little bit. So if I can do it, any dummy can do it. That looks really good. There was a screw that I had to take off because there's a cover over the thing, so I unscrewed that little cover before I put it on there, but it literally just sets into there. Now I should just be able to put this, which is like the brains of it, back on the top. And now we go from having 2 batteries to 3 batteries. Well, how about that? I just installed another battery all by myself. That did not take long to do this. And that is the whole point of this battery. A big barrier to people getting battery storage can be the cost. And the installation is a big part of that. Yes, we had to have the electricians help us out at the beginning, but now we can add 6 kilowatt extra batteries, plug and play, and it cost about $2,000 per module. If you want to compare that to, say, a Tesla Powerwall, which we had in our last home, price per kilowatt hour is $860 per kilowatt for that Tesla Powerwall. But for this Anker SOLIX B6000, you're looking at about $330 price per kilowatt hour. And I can do it myself. See this on the side of the house? 200 amps home backup power. And when the grid goes out, just like that, in 20 milliseconds, the house is being run by the battery or the generator if it needs to be. Also, did you see me on the roof? I was struggling. It was blowing wind earlier today. It is so windy right now. And this summer we have dealt with excessive heat, forest fires, and the power going out because of stuff like that. But there's also a storm guard mode. So when the battery system knows that there are big storms coming, whether it's the summer or the winter storms, Brett's home will take extra energy either from the solar or from the grid and fill up those batteries and not use them for everyday use things, but it's prepared for a potential outage. So it'll instantly be able to turn on and run the house if that storm causes the power to go out. So it's smart. Before I show you the numbers from the last 6 months, first let me show you the problem that these batteries are solving in a state like Utah. Every kilowatt hour that you store in the battery, instead of sending it back to the grid through this meter, is worth 8.6 cents more. And that 8.6 cents gap is exactly what the battery closes. So yeah, every day we're using 106% of Brett's battery. They are saturated. It's not that they're underperforming, there's just nowhere left to put the sun. So now it's time to look at the numbers, which they are going to change because we just added a 3rd battery on here. And we could go up to 15 total batteries, and he only has 3. I love that it's so expandable like that. It is great. And here's the thing, what Brett's system is doing every single day is Anker solar plus time of use pitch. Brett has so much solar on his roof. Every day he's generating way more power than what his house can use. And instead of selling that surplus back at 4.9 cents per kilowatt hour, these batteries store it, get to 100% during the day. And then at night, his house runs on these batteries for many hours. In the app, it shows that we've saved $1,563. This is also accounting for all of the savings that we have from the solar, which Brett has a ton of solar on his house. From the batteries alone, he's saving $430 a year. Pretty dang solid. And anywhere else in America, that would be way more money he's saving per year. So I'm gonna set this up as if we had time of usage. If you live in one of those states that has time of usage, you go into the settings in the app, you go to modes, and then right here you can see the time of use mode. And then you can set it up based off of the season. And then the next one, we can just add the period. On the weekdays, we're gonna say the peak time you do not want to be pulling off of the grid is gonna be from 9 a.m. to that time, and you can even put in your pricing. Okay, we got it all set up. We've got the hours. Imagine you live in California, Arizona, or Texas, and it costs 36 cents a kilowatt hour, but in the off times, it's 13 cents. The brains of this are going to be smart enough. These two things combined are gonna be smart enough to make sure that it's working your system in a way that saves you the most amount of money. You want to use the sun and the solar and these batteries to decrease the amount of money that you spend to your power company. So yeah, if you live in one of those states, that is the way to definitely save extra money. Time of usage, you can use it within the app, you can control it. Very useful, and will save you the max amount of money. We don't have that here in Utah, thank goodness. I'm glad we don't have that. But they do buy it back for not very good rates, and then they sell it back to us for very high, so batteries are still important. Okay, good news, enough hearing from me. We get to hear from Brett. He's the one that's had the system at his house. Brett, has your power gone out in the last however long, 6 months that you've had this?
Yeah, just one time for a little amount of time. And it didn't make a big difference because it was just a short amount of time, but it was nice knowing that they were there.
What about this guy? Have you had to use the backup power generator?
I've never had to use the backup power generator. It's one of those things that's a real peace of mind thing, but I haven't ever used it yet. I did start it a couple times just to make sure it would start, and it did every time really well. So it works, but we've never had to use it.
We didn't really talk about it in this video because this isn't the install video, but this is a backup generator that you can use gas, you can use propane.
Yeah, it's a tri-fuel, natural gas.
Ah, you're right, Brett. Okay, 3 things. You can use 3 different types of fuels. And so because it is a gas generator, you do need to do regular maintenance on it. So I'm happy to hear that he's actually, I don't know, it's been 6 months. It's good to hear that he's turned it on and tried it. He does have a 30-foot cable. He would not be running it inside of here. We don't have it connected all the time. You can take this system and connect it and have it all the time installed, and it's going to run and do some of its own like maintenance to make sure it turns on and it works properly, because it's inside of the garage and we really haven't had the need. And like he said, the power doesn't go out all the time here, like some parts of the world, like Florida, like California, like Texas, Arizona, it's not really on. So that's a whole other thing I'm not gonna get into in this video, but it is one of the cool things about the system. It's a hybrid system. When it comes to preparing for storms, it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Brett, have you had any storms here in Utah that it's actually prepared and filled up with battery or power or whatever?
Yeah, we've had a couple that are funny. They're like short storms, like thunderstorms that it's been like 3 hours or so, but we had a heat wave come through. Highest temperatures in Utah history, like 109 degrees. I've never seen temperatures anywhere near that. It actually stopped using power and kept a full charge for 3 days during the really hot spell, just to make sure that if the power went out during that heat cycle, we had power.
And the power did not go out, but he had the battery. It's kind of one of those things you're like, oh, I wish it would have used it at nighttime, because then it would have saved us some money over the 3 nights. 109 degrees in Salt Lake City, that's a huge strain on the grid, and it did not fail. Good job to Utah, whoever power company is running this place. But that is a very nice thing about the app, how it's just smart and it prepares for the storms for you, whether it's high winds that are coming. I think it connects to like the National Weather Service, and it just knows which alerts are in the areas, and when there's an alert that comes, it automatically will go. So real talk, there are lots of variables over the next 10 years. Will our energy in our state go up? Will the cost of batteries go up? Inflation is real at times. I don't usually see energy companies decreasing their rates, but what does it cost to install the system? That is also an obstacle for people. I know some of you have gotten quotes for battery systems at your house, and they've given you these outrageous numbers, and you're like, yeah, I'm never doing that. It costs too much money and it takes too long to install. And if you live in Southern California, the smart inlet box can be installed for a flat rate of $1,000 and the power dock for a flat cost of $1,800. That doesn't include the permit, but everywhere else in the US, Anker SOLIX gives you a quote in 24 hours, and there's no sales calls. And this one's pretty crazy too. Anker SOLIX just launched a 0% financing for the Anker SOLIX E10 system. You have 24 months to pay it back. You can pay over time with 0 interest. A lot of times you hear 0% financing when you're like buying a car or an appliance, but those things don't really make you money. But over time, this thing pays for itself. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, 0% interest makes so much sense with a solar product. Every month, this is going to be saving you money on your energy bill, and then you can take some of that money and pay it toward the monthly payment that you have over that 24 months. 0%, sometimes I don't recommend it for cars and other things. For the battery system, that's a great play. And yes, I'm putting a link in the description to the 0% so you can see it all yourself. So now my friend Brett has 3 batteries. I'm hoping in 6 months to a year, we can come back, install another battery and give a better finance update to see what the actual numbers are year after year. And let's just keep adding batteries. But right now he's at 85% self-sufficient on his power, just off his solar and his batteries. And when the power goes out, the lights stay on. So that's like the ultimate benefit. Okay, thank you for watching. And if you're somebody that needs some batteries, like I'm looking for more friends to be able to install batteries at their house. There's lots of new ones coming out all the time. So let me know, like send me a message if you would like some batteries. How old is your cat?
She's 19 now.
19?
She's 19.